Stakeholders in Nigeria gathered in their large numbers calling for an inclusive environment for amplifying voices of the voiceless group of individuals with disabilities to create an enabling environment to thrive in the society. This set of stakeholders disclosed this in Abuja at a one-day close-out event, an exhibition of voices in Nigeria after 8 years of impactful participation in giving access and justice to marginalized groups and individuals in the communities. Different organizations at the event added their voices to the impact of giving voice to the voiceless in Nigeria.
Voice, and that's because voice is unique. It gives power to the rights holders. We don't call them beneficiaries, we call them rights holders because they are stakeholders in our program, and it's really all about the stakeholders. We co-design the program with them. They have a seat at the table, and we see how this transfers to empowering the rights holders, them having the self-efficacy to make decisions, to discover their voice, and also have that journey of using their voice to influence the change that they want for themselves and their communities.
Yes. So, for instance, we have done some amazing work like the inclusion activity we did at the airport. We're hoping that governments will trickle it down to other airports in Nigeria, and we are looking at other MDAs that we have trained, we have strengthened, we have developed documents for training. We're hoping that these resources would be used to further strengthen their capacity to ensure that inclusion is at the forefront of everything that we do. So yes, though we have been getting support from government is already taking ownership of some of this project, which we are happy to see, but we're hoping that more will be done.
Design a project which was targeted at supporting partners to deal with issues around marginalization and inclusion within all facets of society. We have created a lot of opportunities for people who would traditionally be disempowered by society to be active players in their industry. We also have instances where albinos who were marginalized in society not having the opportunity to live their life in full.
I have seen, I've heard of parents who actually hide their children. Their children are hidden because they are ashamed of bringing their children out. Neighbors don't even know they have a child like that. And the reason they do that is because of stigma and discrimination. They don't want people to call them witches like I was called. They don't want people to call them bad people as I was told. These issues, we are glad that the world, Nigeria, is embracing them now. Nigerians are beginning to see that this is not the truth, that they are just born different. That is why we continue to use our voices to help those without voice who are ashamed of raising their voices. We raise our voices on their behalf so that Nigerians will be more open and accepting.
The organizations include The Voice, Cognito, and Oxfam, implementing in Nigeria in the last 8 years, supporting organizations across the length and breadth of Nigeria by improving the well-being of marginalized population and strengthening the capacity of guarantee partners to support positive outcomes for stakeholders in Nigeria, such as women facing marginalization, people facing exploitation, people with disabilities, autism, amongst others.